Hello students, good morning to all. Welcome to this online class. In the previous class also we discussed about photochemical reactions. Now in this video also we'll discuss some of the photochemical reactions. The energy of visible and UV light is of the same order of magnitude as that of covalent bond. A molecule on absorbing photon of light may cleave into two parts. This process is known as photolysis. Photolysis. I repeat once again. The energy of visible and UV light of the same order of magnitude as that of covalent bond. A molecule absorbing a photon of light may cleave. There will be a cleavage take place into two parts. The process is known as photolysis. Now, the photochemical reactions of some carbonyl compounds. Photochemical reactions of some carbonyl compounds. Carbonyl compounds, particularly ketone, undergoes very important photochemical reactions. Now we'll discuss one by one. That is photochemical reactions of ketone. Photochemical reactions of ketone. Photochemical reactions of ketone. The term photolysis is used when the light absorption of molecule leads to cleave of bond, that is bond breaking. Absorption of light by acetone to the formation of excited state. Acetone to this excited state, which has sufficient energy to undergo cleavage of carbon-carbon bond, that is the weaker bond in the molecule, and forms the two things. One is free methyl radical and an acetyl free radical. So the term photolysis is used when light absorption of molecules leads to the cleavage of bond, this bond breaking. So absorption of light by acetone leads the formation of excited state which has sufficient energies. So the cleavage of bond, that is carbon-carbon bond, is breaking. Carbon-carbon bond is breaking, and formation of two things, free methyl radical and acetyl free radical. Now look at this acetone, CH3, C double bond O, CH3. Under photochemical reaction, what will happen? It forms excited state, that is CH3, C double bond O, CH3 excited state. Now once again this undergo CH3, C double bond O, that is acid free, that's acetyl free radical, acetyl free radical, that is cleavage, and the another one is methyl free radical, CH3, methyl free radical. Understand? So this is the process. Now at temperature much above room temperature, the acetyl radicals breaks down to give another methyl radical and carbon monoxide. Now that is, you take this one acetyl free radical at above the room temperature. Once again, what will happen? The radical breakdowns. So now CH3, C double bond O, once again formation of CH3 and CO, carbon monoxide and methyl free radical. The products obtained on completion of the reactions are ethane and carbon monoxide, that is 2CH3, 2CH3, that gives CH3, CH3. Understand? Now in case of photolysis of 2-pentanone, the other example is 2-pentanone, CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH2, CH3. In the case of photolysis of 2-pentanone, the CH3, CH2 radical forms, which can also undergo disproportionation in the addition dimerization. In the previous class itself we discussed. Once again I am repeating here so that you get clear idea. Now CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH2, CH3, which on photochemical reactions that gives CH3, CH2, C radical double bond O plus CH3, CH2. Check it this one. Okay, clear? Now this will undergo CH3, CH2, C double bond O radical, which gives CO carbon monoxide plus CH3, CH2, CH3, CH2 radical. Now 2CH3, CH2, which may be, that is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, or we can write here CH2 double bond CH2 plus CH3, CH3. Okay. In photolysis, vapors of acetone undergoes photodissociation reaction. Photodissociation reaction with light, that is quantum yield is around about 1. So in fact the efficiency of photochemical reaction is expressed in terms of quantum yield. What is quantum yield? Here pi is equal to number of molecules reacting or formed in unit time divided by number of quanta absorbed in unit time. Okay, that is quantum yield. This one is quantum yield denoted by pi. So in photolysis, vapors of acetone undergoes that is photodissociation reaction. So with light, so what about the quantum yield is number of molecules reacting or formed in unit time divided by number of quanta absorbed in unit time. Quanta absorbed and number of molecules reacting. Okay. So in each quantum yield of light absorbed leads to the formation of product molecule. In each quantum of light absorption leads the formation of product molecule. Okay. As already stated that acetone absorb light to give an excited state that is from N to pi star transition. N to pi star transition. N to pi star transition, which can be either a singlet state or triplet state. Singlet or triplet state. Acetone absorb light to an excited state, that is N to pi star transition. So what will happen? It will be either a singlet state or triplet state. It has been shown in the above reaction that occurs efficiently through the triplet state. The carbon-carbon bond, generally the one of alpha to the carbonyl group, being weaker as compared to carbon oxygen double bond, breaks in the first two steps. Breaks in the first two steps in the above reaction. As we saw, the bond, the carbon-carbon bond, the one of the, that is the C double bond O, weaker compared to carbon oxygen double bond breaks in the first step. It is not possible to draw in explicit structure for the excited state. However, it can be represented as like this: CH3, CH3. Now look at the carbonyl compound with a lone pair of electrons. So what will happen here? In the case of this is represented as a singlet state, whereas this one is a triplet state. Now this is N2 pi star transition. This is also the N2 pi star transition, whereas this is the case of a singlet state. Look at this. Similarly here it has the triplet state. So at room temperature, the photolysis of acetone gives biacetyl, that is formation of 2,3 butanedione, that is ethane acetaldehyde, methane, and 2,5 hexadiene also we can see by this example. So the photochemical reactions of ketone and also aldehyde forms by fission of carbon bond, carbon cleavage, are said to be the adjacent to carbonyl group, and elimination of carbon monoxide is termed as the Norrish type 1 reaction. That is the process or cleave. Now look at this another example, very simple. CH3 CO CH3, that gives the photochemical reaction, formation of CH3 CO CH3, which is under excited state, that will breaks into the like this CH3 C radical double bond O plus free methyl radical. Now 2CH3 C double bond radical C double bond O, that gives CH3 C double bond O C double bond O CH3 biacetyl, that is a 2,3 butadiene, 2,3 butane dione, 2,3 butane dione. Now CH3 C double bond O plus CH3 CO CH3 ketone. So that gives what are things? CH3 CH double bond O. What is this? Ethanol. Ethanol plus what are the remaining things? CH2 CO CH3, CH2 CO CH3, formation of that is one hydrogen, that is formation of ethanol, and the remaining thing. Now CH3, the free methyl radical, react with acetone CH3CO CH3, that gives hydrogen abstraction, formation of methane CH4, then followed by the remaining things CH2 CO CH3, is it not? So abstraction of hydrogen, so formation of methane here, formation of methane, which loses as one hydrogen, so formation of methane. Now finally 2CH2 CO CH3, that gives CH3 CO CH2 CH2 CO CH3. So that is, you can write that is 1 2 3 4 5 2, 5 hexanone dione, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So in the position second, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 2 and fifth position, so we have 2, 5 hexanone dione. Understand? So photochemical reactions of ketones and aldehydes by fission, that is by cleavage of carbon-carbon bond adjacent to carbonyl group and elimination of carbon monoxide, are called as Norrish type 1 reaction. Norris type 1 reaction. So Norris type 1 reaction occurs. Norris type 1 reaction occurs by the fragmentation of the carbon-carbon bond adjacent to the carbonyl group. Adjacent to the carbonyl group, the cleavage, alpha cleavage, originates from the carbonyl, that is N2 pi star, N and pi star state proceeds through the homolytic cleavage, homolytic cleavage of one of the carbonyl alkyl groups. So the photochemical cleavage, the carbon-carbon bond, this photochemical cleavage at the carbon at the carbon-carbon bond at the carbon-carbon bond adjacent to the carbonyl group, adjacent to the carbonyl group, okay, carbonyl group as the basis of photochemical reactions. Understand? So R C double bond O R, okay, R dash under photochemical reactions H nu, it leads to R C double bond O, okay, plus R is free alkyl radical. So when we carried out in the gaseous phase about 100 degrees Celsius, the basic reaction is followed in secondary process, that is the decarbonylation, leading to the formation of alkane and carbon monoxide, as we discussed the various process. Acetone, for example, photo dissociate to methyl radical and the acyl radical. Fragmentation of acyl radical leads to the another equivalent of methyl radical and carbon monoxide. Now that is acetone, CH3, CO, CH3, that gives CH3CO plus free methyl radical. Now take this one, CH3, it is CO, that also undergoes CH3 plus CO, carbon monoxide. Now equivalent amount of so that free radical, that gives CH3, okay. So it has another so many examples up to that. That is I'm going to finish the Norris type 1 reaction or photochemical reactions of ketone. In the examination question was like this, photochemical reactions of ketone instead of Norris type 1, both are same. So with that I will conclude my class. Thank you.